BAIC has another new SUV in our market, and it's looking pretty impressive. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the BAIC B30e Dune, and we're here to take a quick look. Out of all the bikes in the lineup, this one might be the one I like the most. It has a very clean and futuristic looking design. And these are your DRLs and your headlights. I really like how it looks. You have air intakes underneath, black plastic claddings that wrap all the way around the vehicle, and gray trim on the bumper. Now let's head on over to the sides where you'll see these lighting on the fender flares. This is what you can distinguish the 4x4 from the 4x2 variants. And underneath you have gloss black wheels. They look very muscular, I would suppose, but I'm not really a big fan. You tell us what you think in the comments. Moving on over here, you get gloss black trim on the side mirrors, on the A and the B pillars. Underneath you have step boards. We'll talk more about that later. I don't really like how it's integrated into the design. You'll see later why. Moving on to the rear, you see more of the gloss black trim. This is to create that illusion that it is a bit shorter than it seems, when in fact, it has a 2,800mm plus wheelbase. The rear looks as clean as the front end. You have a lot of colors going around with the black trim, the chrome on the badge, and the red on the large tail lights. But I do like the body color in this one. It's like a pale pastel green, mint greenish, I don't know. Looks a bit mint green to me, but I do like the colorway. And it does look good in that matte-ish gray trim, also in white. Now let's open the trunk since we're already here, and you can find the opening here. You can find a button here. As I said, looks very clean, well integrated into the design. So it's a power lift gate, as you can see, and interesting stuff here. So they want this to be more of a camping vehicle, a camping SUV. You have a hook over here, and you even have a hook over here. So earlier we were demonstrated that you can put a camping light here or something, but the most camping-ish accessory of all, this comes as standard, is this tonneau cover. This tonneau cover that doubles as a table in CRV-esque fashion. So you can find the legs underneath here. The difference between this and the CRV table is that you can actually put this here and just use it as a table in your trunk. Anyway, let's put this back. By the way, since we're already here as well, those seats fold flat, and in total you're looking at about 1,500 liters. No, sorry, 1,500 liters of space. Sorry, nabobo lang sa math. Let's check out the interior. Remember what I told you about the step boards? So here's the thing. They work, I guess, but you don't really need them. Even for an average-sized adult, you can easily get in. The problem is the step boards kind of get in the way, and add to that, you have these large door sills that also kind of get in the way. Anyway, since it's pretty hot today, it's burning hot today. That's stuff. It's so hot. Anyway, I'll just gather my thoughts. Okay, hinaan lang natin kasi medyo maingay daw. Can't have everything. So yeah, as you can see, since andito na rin ako, the AC controls are integrated into this large 14.6 or 14.9 touchscreen display. Not really a fan of that if you watch a lot of our videos. But that being said, having all those controls here, you do have a very clean looking cabin. You only have controls for the drive mode selector, the parking brake, and this aircraft inspired gear shift lever. So yeah, there you go. You have a very nice looking cabin. I've tried out the other bikes before, and this is by far the most premium looking interior I've seen. So in terms of space, there is a lot. Actually, there is a lot. So as I said, it's a pretty long car with a long wheelbase, and that translates to a lot of space inside. In terms of ergonomics though, as I said, the controls, most of the controls are here. The cruise controls, the controls for the adaptive cruise are here. Just like with the older Toyotas with the stock underneath, you don't have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in this infotainment system, sadly. So yeah, I won't bother using the built-in connectivity features here because I don't have the app for that. Moving on here, interestingly, BAIC put some space here in front of the passenger seat, and I noticed, what was that for? Maybe for everyday carries like your phone or a wallet, I don't know. And underneath, you have your standard glove compartment and something a lot of people might actually like, a bag hook. Interesting. Anyway, let's check out the second row. So what's interesting about the back seat is that it's kind of easy to get in because the seats and the door opening are kind of in line, so it's not that hard to get in. But as I said, the stepboard just gets in the way, and it's just kind of makes things a lot more difficult than they should be. But once you get inside, man, luwag dito ah. So first time getting in the second row, and it's really comfortable here. You got a lot of leg room. So in terms of amenities, you have, of course, this armrest with 2 cup holders. You have AC vents, a USB-C charging port, a small pocket. You do have this panoramic sunroof up top. I didn't want to open it because it was kind of hot, but here we are. So yeah. Anyway, saka na natin lahat to. Let's get to driving. There are 2 variants of the B30e Dune available. One is a 4x2 and one is a 4x4. We're driving the top of the line 4x4. This one comes with a 1.5-liter turbocharged gasoline engine with 2 electric motors, one up front and one at the rear. For the 4x2, you only have 1 electric motor driving the front wheels. So as for this one, you're looking at 403 horsepower and 685 Newton meters of torque. So going uphill, it's floored again. You've got a lot of pulling power, and the indicator shows you that you're using both the gasoline engine and the battery to drive the wheels. As for ride comfort, so let's drive it through a curb. It's actually pretty comfortable. Sound deadening is excellent inside the cabin, and it just eats up all road imperfections with ease. The only thing about this one is that since it comes with a full-time all-wheel drive system, you can't really select between 4x2 or 4x4. All you have are the drive modes. So as I said, this is a hybrid. Both trims are hybrids, but they haven't shared with us the actual fuel consumption or the actual range for this one. But BAIC claims that this can do 1,000 kilometers with its 60-liter fuel tank. That's with the 4x2. This one has a slightly smaller fuel tank, but thereabouts, about 1,000 kilometers. As for the pricing, that's the big question, how much is it? This one surprisingly starts at 1,488,000 pesos. So they haven't shared with us, as of this shoot, they haven't shared with us the final price list yet. We'll put them down here in text or in the description below. But yeah, that's about all the time we have for today. This is so far, my most liked BAIC model yet.